Where to no avail.
On fourth down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Ryan. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
6 yards in a run. Direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
Come on now.
And after that play, we've got an injury. And it appears to be to Cortland Sutton. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Gain of 6 there on 1st. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force. Bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he will have a Broncos first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Deion Jones in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one. On EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Shifts by him. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he will lose yardage here at the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Pass incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there. And I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan.
And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And here now the punter Martin booming this one away.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down and 6.
From the gun, it's Ryan.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
From the 38, Ryan. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Here's Ryan.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's Ryan. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're at...
Able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been... intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. This throw over the middle taken in by Cole. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it. But it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
No, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of 1st downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
And he's got room. And he'll finally be taken out of bounds just past the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around. And it brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7. our score. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A give to Williams, running right. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Ryan.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got... to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This one brought in by Sternberger. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start out west at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. Justin Jefferson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada, see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Derek Carr, has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Ryan to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay,
down the numbers. There he goes.
not ready for it.
And all the way home for a Bronco score. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field, but to me, he was pretty well. Downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Draymond Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 4. Three.
16 yards. And the Broncos first down. First down at the 43-yard line.
They'll hand it off now. Williams.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They'll set up a throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And McManus able to put it through, and that's going to tie us at 13.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. They run it again with Williams. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
McManus now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Ryan. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 40. Yard line. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you, you're taking charge.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that. Defensively, a potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Looking to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up the second and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Couldn't you? Sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Broncos, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, things